Good evening, good evening, good evening. Not sure if anyone has hopped in yet, but we're going to go ahead and just start working on the character here. Good evening, Dom. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Just doing a quick little warm up sticky note. I don't normally draw Pokemon characters, but I felt like drawing a little bit of this guy and see what happens. And this is a sticky note show tonight. We're just doing some doodling on some stickies. If you're haven't been in one of these shows before, if you're curious about what this is all about, feel free to poke around the bin. You can see some of the other stickies that are currently listed for sale. So that'll give you a kind of a better sense of what it is I'm doing here. And in the meantime, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you hanging out for a few minutes. That marker's got a little bit lacking there on that one. Welcome in, Firefly. How are you doing this evening? Appreciate you stopping by. I think the nib on this marker is a little shot. Welcome in, Shark Bait. How are you doing this evening? Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome in, Jimmy. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. Hey, thanks for sharing the live stream, Jimmy. Appreciate that. We are just getting warmed up here on our first one this evening. And I'm finding an awful lot of markers that need to be replaced. That usually happens early in my streams. Regular viewers see me struggling with markers a lot. I need to just make some time and organize them and get rid of the duds, or at least get some replenishment for them, but I haven't done it yet. So what is everybody up to this wonderful evening? Anybody got any exciting plans lined up for the weekend? All right, I think that's going to be our first one for the evening. Go ahead and throw that one into a frame here, and then we'll get it all situated. Oh, got slanted in there inside the frame. Let's try that again. Took my eye off of it for a second, and it jumped at an angle. Oh, that's what's happening. And then there is the framed version. Add that up to the shop a little bit later on as well. Or if anybody coming through decides they want it, I can throw it up sooner than that. All right, let's see what we're going to do for the next one. Anybody is passing through, if they have any requests, feel free to leave them in the comments. Or, oh, hey, Jinx, I just happened to hop over to YouTube. I'm watching the Whatnot feed more consistently, but if you're still in the YouTube stream, thank you for watching. Appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. What are you drawing as well, Jinx? Yeah, Bulbasaur. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't draw a whole lot of Pokemon. I don't know why that is. They're kind of fun little characters. So figured I'd start with a little Bulbasaur this evening. Let's see what's next on the agenda. You know what? Let me see what. Maybe I'll stick with the Pokemon theme for a little bit. And we'll try something else here. By the way, if you are watching over on YouTube, Jinx, I'm not sure if you're Jinx Dragons. I'm not sure if you're still hanging out or not, but I invite you to come join us over on Whatnot. There's a link in the description there that will get you some free credit if you haven't signed up yet. Use that link, sign up, and you get some free money to play with. Who doesn't like free money? All right. Let's see what's next here. I'm not sure I'm feeling that one. Let's try it over. That's the good thing about sticky notes is you can just move on to the next one real quick. Welcome in, Bob. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Good. Glad to hear it. Have anything exciting coming up this weekend? Welcome in, Bigger Boat. Welcome in, New Sun. Appreciate y'all stopping by for a little bit. For anyone who might be new, this is the Sticky Note Show. Haven't been on in a minute, but back on here this evening, and just thought I'd do a few sticky notes while I'm hanging out. If you haven't seen these before, I have a few that are finished sitting towards the top of the screen. I also have a handful in the bin. If you're just kind of curious to see what this craziness is all about. In the meantime, just sit back, hang out, and place your bets on when I screw up. Why do I seem to be missing some colors? I don't know. Welcome in, Dr. Jaybird. Welcome in, Stop Player Hating Dang. Welcome in, Stop. Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. Just having a little fun with sticky notes this evening. Welcome in, Mohawk. How are you doing this evening? Appreciate you stopping by. Do we have any requests from the group tonight? Chat, what you got? What would you like to see this evening? All right, we got a couple little Pokemons there. Let's see what we want to do next here. All right, let me see. Maybe we'll shift gears a little bit and try something else. waka waka. Welcome in, Guster. How are you? Fozzie, yeah. Figure it's time for a little waka waka. My day is going all right. I can't complain. It's been a minute or two, but I figured it was about time I do another show here on Whatnot. But things are going well. Appreciate it. How's everything in your neck of the woods? Good. Glad to hear it. Well, I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out for a little bit this evening. Oh, that marker is on its last leg. Let's try this one. I'll be sketching on here for a little bit. I've got to probably sign off about 8:30 or so, but if I do, I might hop back on a little later. I might. I feel like I say that a lot, and then I don't, but we'll see. I also just knocked out a couple of Pokemon characters earlier this evening. So I'm working on my third one for this show. And we'll see what happens. Welcome in, Gabrielle. How are you doing? Welcome in, Whiskey. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope everybody's having a nice Thursday evening. I'm doing all right, thanks. Appreciate that. Are you streaming tonight? Do you have a show coming up? I kind of fell off of it for a little bit, so now I'm trying to get myself back in the groove. Super late. Nah, nothing wrong with a super late show. I've thought about trying to hop on and do some late ones, but I'm old and I can't stay up as late as I used to. Although it used to be fun to pull an all-nighter every once in a while. One of these days. Although I was just saying a little bit ago that I do have to hop off of here about probably 8:30 or so at the latest. And in that case, I am actually going to. I'm thinking I'm going to try to maybe hop back on a little later and just do kind of a pop-up thing. We'll see. I feel like it's one of those things I'm trying to say it enough so that I convince myself to do it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I've been enjoying your shows. You've got some cool stuff that you're doing. I've only gotten to see a couple of them so far, but it's good stuff. How are you liking the streaming side of Whatnot so far? Good. Yeah, it can be fun. It can be fun when you don't fall off the wagon for a while like I did. Yeah, the community's been great. That's one of the things I have really dug about this so far. There's some really, really talented and really nice people that are kind of hanging out here doing drawing and stuff. So that's been it's been a lot of fun. Is that by the requests you get? Is that what you're referring to? Is it the types of things people are asking you to draw, or is that something? Is there something else? The request, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I love it. It kind of keeps you on your toes because you never really know what someone might request. But I will say that is one of the nice things about having Google at our fingertips is if it's something I'm unfamiliar with, I can usually find some reference pretty quickly. All right, I think I've got Fozzie here. Add him to the collection for this evening. We've also just drawn these two Pokemons. I don't draw a lot of Pokemon, but tonight I was kind of thinking it'd be a little fun. So we did those this evening. This is my third one, and then we'll see what happens next. Oh, nice! You're working on a Father's Day commission for someone. Is there anything else you can say about that right now? Is it like a pop culture type thing that you're doing for somebody, or is it like an actual like family portrait rendering type of thing, or is it somewhere in between? All right, let's throw this one in a frame real quick. And is that commission something you're going to be working on during your stream, or is this something that you're doing outside of Whatnot? His brother's kids in baseball. Oh, it's going to be his brother's kids in baseball uniforms. Ooh, watercolor. Super cool. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to. I'll try to stop in and take a peek at that. I actually really dig that watercolor look. I've never quite been really good at it myself, but it's one of those things that I've tried to do every once in a while. Peach Momoko right now is one that I'm really kind of digging her style with some of that. Do you have an idea what time you think you might do that? All right, let's see. Any requests from chat? What would y'all like to see drawn this evening? Ah, gotcha. Okay. Oh, so you're still at work right now. Okay. So that's 12:30 a.m. Central Time that you're. Well, I'm gonna try to hang out. Maybe I can see a little bit of it. Not gonna lie, that's kind of late for me. Popeye or Bullwinkle? You know what? Why don't we try Bullwinkle? I'm on a little bit of an animal kick this evening, or at least a creature kick. If you, I don't know if you consider Pokemon animals or creatures or what, but I don't know if I've drawn them during a stream yet. I feel like I've probably drawn a Rocky and Bullwinkle at some point in my lifetime, but I always liked Moose and Squirrel. Bullwinkle J. Moose. Okay. Well, let's see. If I'm going to do that, let me grab a different colored sticky then. Welcome in, Rez. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Just getting ready to get started on a Bullwinkle here. I feel like if I'm drawing Bullwinkle, I got to draw Rocky though too. Maybe I'll draw Rocky next. Who knows? All right. Lost my pencil. That's not the one I'm using. Oh, here it is. It's hiding underneath some markers. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a duo that just begs to be done together. So let's see. So I might do. I could do a Rocky on that one afterwards. So maybe we'll do a couple here. Is anybody else still reeling over the fact that it's June already? Or is it just me? I feel like, what is going on with the time? It's another byproduct of me getting older, I guess, is I feel like time is just flying. Yeah. So, Gabrielle, you said you were still at work. What do you do for work? Hmm. Squirrel. Yeah. Squirrel. Oh, cool. So there's story time during your streams. I bet there's probably some interesting characters that you encounter, especially if you're there during the late shift, right? All right. Three to 10 p.m. doesn't sound too bad. I mean, I imagine you probably still see some characters, but I only wonder who comes out after 10 p.m. Who's there at the 1 a.m. time or the 3 a.m. time or whoever. Oh, you're closed at those times. Oh, so you're not a 24-hour one then. Okay, well, that's good then. So at least then you don't run the risk of having to work those hours. Well, good for you. Hmm. I feel like I might have just messed up Bullwinkle here, but we're going to power through it and just see what this looks like at the end. Might look like a drunken mess. Who knows? Welcome in, GPD. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're having a good evening. Yeah, I feel like I've given Bullwinkle here some like crazy eyes, but let's see where this goes. Hi there, Gray Goat. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. We're just hanging out, butchering cartoon characters this evening. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the schedule is really a key component to this. I attempted that, and I've kind of scheduled a month out early on, and then I just I fell behind on my scheduling, and well, it happens. Stuff gets in the way, but I think you're right on that. That scheduling is going to be an important component to this. And you've also got to as you're doing that schedule, you'll get a sense of when your audience is most active and what days and times make the most sense for you to be on. Um, but then that's coming from a guy who's trying to be better about it himself. So who knows? I certainly don't. Welcome in, Gambit. Welcome in, Ferrante. Appreciate y'all coming by this evening. But I wish you luck. I hope you. Seems like you've been doing good so far. So I hope it. I hope it keeps up. I hope you have some good success with it. All right, I got to do something else with his eyes here. These eyes are like nightmare fuel for me right now. So maybe I'll just try to enlarge them a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that helped or not, but play around with that a little bit. Definitely. Definitely does help when you enjoy it. All right. Here is a little bit of Bullwinkle. Those eyes still look wonky to me. The black has gotten faded out there. Let me try a different marker on here. Well, maybe slightly less crazy eyes there, but still a little who knows what. Hey Dom, how are you? Let's see. I got one more frame. Oh, no, I got a couple more blank frames. Okay. Welcome in, John. How are you doing this evening? All right. So there's a little bit of a wonky Bullwinkle. Maybe we'll do a wonky Rocky to pair up with him now. It's turned into kind of a cartoon kind of night, and that is fine by me. So far, we've worked on a couple of Pokemon characters this evening. We drew Fozzie Bear a little bit ago, and Bullwinkle. All right, how are we on time? 8:13. All right, I'm going to try to maybe knock out a Rocky real quick to go with that Bullwinkle. And then I'm going to have to hop off for a little bit. I'm going to try to come back in a little later. Maybe do like a pop-up show later this evening. But so fingers crossed on that. But I do have a couple of other shows scheduled over the course of the next couple of weeks. So please take a peek at those. If you see anything that interests you, be sure and follow it so you get reminders when we go live. Otherwise, we'll see you around here in a little bit. All right, let's try Rocky. to be a wonky set of cartoon characters. But that's okay. You're using alcohol. Yeah, I think most of what I have are some form of alcohol marker. I'll be honest, I sometimes pick up stuff that's on clearance or on sale. So it's possible you may see me pull something up that's not an alcohol marker, but like these are. What I'm using right now is the Artist's Loft alcohol markers. I have some Copics that I use as well, Copics that I use as well. And then, like I said, a menagerie of other things. I know that's probably, I know there's probably some discrepancies in the colors and the blending sometimes when I mix the different brands, but for the most part, it's been okay. Especially with sticky note stuff, it's the sticky notes are pretty forgiving with that stuff. If I'm working on a more elaborate commission, like a sketch cover or something on Bristol board, then I might try to be a little more deliberate with at least the types of markers. At least it sounds good to say. I don't know if I am or not. Yeah, I like the way they blend. I like the way they blend and the textures and stuff that they give. You know, it probably sounds pretty ridiculous, but they are very sketchy, which I like. But that's probably just how I've ended up using them too. So. Is that what you use as well? I think that's what I've seen you use in your streams. But All right, gang, this has been a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm just going to put the finishing touches on this Rocky, and then I got to sign off for a little bit, but stay tuned. We'll try to hop back on later. If not, I've got, actually, I think I have a show scheduled tomorrow. I think. I don't know. You can see some other upcoming shows scheduled on my page, and we'll be back. If you are up later this evening looking for shows to watch, be sure and check out Gabrielle's page. She might be on there streaming as well. So go hang out and watch her work. All right. Well, the white didn't quite work on that one as well, but. All right, we'll throw this one in a frame. If I still have any, yes, I do. Oh, sorry, y'all. Just whacked the camera there. My camera, I mean my phone, but. To anyone who has just tuned in, thank you for stopping in. I'm actually just about to sign off for a bit, though. But here is Rocky, which we just did to pair up with Bullwinkle. Custom Cut, welcome in. We also, this evening, we drew a couple of Pokemons and a Fozzie Bear. And that's going to be it for me for right now. I may pop back in a little bit later. If not, I've got some other shows coming up over the course of the next week or so. So feel free to check those out. Again, thank you to everybody who hung out. I'll see you next time. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.